I have this bad temper where, and in this circle, my eyes, they go black. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. It's like this thing, and it keeps going. And the more it goes, the more crazy I'm gonna get.
That's called blackout rage, Tory. Blackout rage. Let's talk about it.
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Nothing this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Peace, world, peace. Welcome back to Goddess Dawn Speaks, baby. I am Goddess Dawn, the motherfucking warrior, here with a Tory Lanez update of sorts. Those of you who have been here before, you know that I covered his trial as a new media correspondent. Shout out to new media. Yeah. For 10 straight days, from opening arguments to the verdict, 3 guilty verdicts, one for each count that he was facing. I want to give a special shout out to Conscious TV and the Conscious crew for having me for the lunch break updates. It was a good time. And now that all of that has been said, let's move on to why I'm back with another video about Tory Lanez. He was convicted last Friday, the eve of Christmas Eve. What more is there? Well, I'm here to tell you, there's a lot. It was actually a comment under one of my trial recap videos asking why no one is speaking on Tory's violent past and childhood. I was quick to let him know I have definitely spoken on Tory's violent past, but I wasn't aware of anything surrounding or within his childhood. So, of course, at that moment, I start researching. Let me read you this short article that I found. It's actually a story about Tory's mother, his birth mother. And they get into a little bit of Tory speaking about his childhood, which I find very interesting. So here's Tory's mother. She's now deceased, but I'm going to just read this article and let's have a better understanding of who Tory Lanez actually is. Meet Tory Lanez's mother, Luella Peterson. In 2022, when he stood trial for the 2020 shooting, his father and stepmother were by his side. However, his mother was nowhere to be found. So where is she? Is she still alive? What is her job? These are some of the questions we will answer below in this article. So follow along and learn about Tory Lanez's mother, Luella. Meet Luella Peterson, mother of Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is one of 6 children born to Luella Peterson and her husband, Sunstar Peterson. He is very close to his mom and has spoken about her on various occasions. He shared that losing his mom so early made him a problem child. In his interview, he also mentioned how he translates his emotions into music. In addition to Tory, Luella's other child, Destiny Peterson, is also a singer. Her husband gave her 7 names: Destiny, Melek, Liberty, Candace, Makeda, Cassia, and Sarah. Her oldest daughter is probably Zoe Peterson Owie, and then her son, Waishua Elijah. There are 2 other boys, Yoko Gold, W. South. Wolfgang Gaspian Peterson is one of them. In 2022, a jury found Tory guilty of all 3 counts in the 2020 shooting of rapper Megan Thee Stallion. While his father and stepmother were with him throughout the session, the uproar caused by his family has fans turning to his family. Is Luella Peterson still alive? No. Luella Peterson passed away not long ago. The cause of her death was reported to be anemia. In an interview with Power 95.3, Tory said this of his mom. She's anemic, and basically, that leads her to another disease that only affects 4 people in a million every year to this disease. He added, it's like a very rare disease that doesn't happen to everyone. When she died, I basically became a problem child. I had crazy problems at home. I got suspended in school. I had over 100 suspensions on my record. Tory continued, from 6th grade, I was kicked out of every school until I dropped out around 11. I'm assuming 11th grade. I got kicked out of all schools. They sent me to alternative schools, boot camps, boarding schools. They sent me up north. Tory was reportedly 11 when his mother died. In 2016, he gave an interview to The Guardian in which he shared about his mother. My mom died when I was 11, Tory shared while promoting his album in Chicago. I was terrible at the time because I didn't know how to express myself. Music gave me an outlet to express myself and anger. Is Luella Peterson still married to Tory Lanez's father? And just a side note, I find this weird being that we've just confirmed she's no longer living, but I'll go on. Luella Peterson was married to Tory Lanez's father, Sunstar Peterson, until her death. Afterwards, Sunstar secretly married without telling his siblings. One by one, because they couldn't get along with their stepmother, they all left the house, leaving only Lanez and his father and his stepmother. Additionally, Lanez's strained relationship with his stepmother caused him to be constantly on the move, effectively becoming homeless. And I'm going to give you guys a quick reminder before I finish this article of who the father and the stepmother are, and with regards to the outburst that took place during court.
I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men.
Okay, so the father in front, we were jokingly calling him Papa Smurf. I'm not going to do that right now in this moment. This man is hurting. He is spewing out vitriol to the world. The stepmother behind him, they say she's a Kenyan woman, and she's the woman in the afro. And then their child, Tory's, I believe, sister or brother, I'm not really sure, to be honest, is there also at their side. And I believe there's another child behind them. Just pointing out that this is who Tory Lanez, out of his own mouth, said he didn't get along with as far as the stepmother goes. Following his mom's passing, the dad, he married in secret. I'm not sure how this article is also going to say that. Has not been vetted by, I found the article, so I don't know how true all these things are, but I'm just shedding light based on what's being said. It makes sense to me, because what we see here is possibly him having gained some of his passion and emotion and rage from his father. Sunstar married his wife Wonder Peterson on June 26, 2011. In a long blog post from 2019, Sunstar shared his marriage by writing, in January 2011, we were introduced. You were in Kenya, Africa. I was in Canada, North America. Our first conversation started with a hello, 8 hours. Then we said, we'll talk tomorrow. And it went on for 6 hours. I knew that day that I would marry you. 3 months later, I flew to Nairobi to meet your family. I never forgot what your mother said. My daughter has a kind and beautiful heart. She is still right. 3 months later, your father and mother proposed to me. 6 months from the day we met. When it is right, it is right. He added, today is my birthday and our eighth anniversary. My birthday always reminds me of how much God loves and cares for me. He gave me the best, you. I will always love you, respect you, cherish you, with you, and fight for you, protect you from the cold and rain. Sunstar and Wonder share 2 children, daughter Tayani and son Seraphim. Luella Peterson's age. Luella Peterson was probably in her 40s when she died, circa 2003. But every year she celebrates her birthday on September 28th. There's no information about Luella Peterson's work or what she was doing during her lifetime, but as a mother of 6, she's likely to be a stay-at-home mom. Luella Peterson was born on the Dutch Caribbean island of Curacao. She later immigrated to Canada where she met her husband. And yeah, this is a very interesting insight into Tory Lanez's history, his background, his childhood. Sounds to me like the stepmother at some point finally came around, or they somehow managed to come together. I'm not sure if it was just for the trial. They all seemed very invested. She, was at the forefront of the whole clan. Like, she's the first one you're going to see and the last one you see leaving. So, the love was obviously there, in my opinion. But it's just really a shame to read that Tory experienced that type of trauma as a young child. And then, becoming homeless and all of that because of the toxicity at home. Yeah, sometimes those things take time to sort out, But yeah, if it's true about Tory's troubled home life, school suspensions, and we've seen Tory's dad angry, the kids are right there, yet still the stepmom and Tory's dad did not hold back their rage. Not at all.
And then the man came back, and I sat in the hallway while he sat with Jody Little, the prosecutor's investigator, who so dumb, an intelligent woman who did not want. Listen, I've seen so much evidence buried in this, and I know exactly what the public out here will say. Don't talk. You will say, I say this because I'm a father. See, I am a father of thousands around the world. I'm a father of my kids, but a spiritual father to many. And I don't make stupid allegations because I got nothing better to do. You all have been bartering and trading the souls of young black and brown men in this country. And I'm calling on all the umbrellas. I'm calling on everybody in this country to begin to rise up because your sons have been done dirty.
Right.
And I won't really disagree with him, to be honest, as far as what he's speaking on, the systematic, not just the racism, but we're in a spiritual warfare. These elites and these corporate entities that are running this world are using certain tactics to get their way. If they can't control artists, then, their lives are in danger. We've seen this play out over the years. To me, this is just a clear indication of a lack of boundaries which are necessary to protect children from absorbing such toxicity. Because Tory is full of rage. This is why he popped out at what seemed to be the reasons. Not getting dapped up by August Alsina and shooting at Megan Pete's feet in an effort to threaten her career and livelihood, but actually threatening her whole damn life at the same damn time. I don't believe he meant for her to be shot or injured. I believe he was mad, and his gun happy self thought it was somehow redeeming his ego after she toppled it with her insults about his music career. Tory does not like to be dismissed or belittled, to the point that he will assault you for not saying hello. We've seen this. It was on video. How will this behavioral pattern work for him in prison? I want to play a little bit of this interview with him and I believe it's Joe Budden, but it's fair use. It's actually just a 3-minute clip. So let's hear what he has to say about the Travis Scott situation.
And in this one, someone had to remind me of. I forgot that this was a thing. The Travis video that had leaked.
Travis.
How many Travises are there?
Scott.
Yeah.
What about him?
Where do y'all stand?
I'm cool with the nigga. I mean, I don't know how that video actually ended up getting leaked because from where the camera was, that's like where his homies was standing at when the whole situation was going down.
Mm.
And so I think he thinks that like I leaked it, but like what he doesn't realize is I get no cool points out of looking like I'm gonna fight you, nigga. Like, I love Travis Scott's music, my nigga. You know how long I've been wanting to work with this nigga, bro?
Yeah, that's
I've
why
wanted to work with this nigga for years, bro. And it's like,
because that makes sense.
I just hate the fact that so many little tiny things in between us stopped us from working. And so like my whole thing is just like, I'm a stand-up nigga, bro. I come from nothing. I come from being homeless. I come from the bottom, my nigga. If you run in my trailer with a bunch of blood niggas, I'm on that type of time. Period. If you want that type of time, I'm on that type of time. And I think that when he ran in there, he just wasn't expecting me to be on that type of time. Yeah. I have this bad temper where once it starts spinning in this circle, my eyes, they go black. I don't even know what's going on. It's like this thing and it keeps going. And the more it goes, the crazy I'm going to get. And I felt like he was just spinning the wheel for me, at a certain point. And, I wish the video never surfaced because even if that happened and I looked a certain way and he looked a certain way, I never want the world to feel like that. I wanted that to be something that we know about each other because after that situation, we sat there and we reconciled for an hour.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Videos that don't come out.
And those are the videos that don't come out. And I think that the internet made it such a thing that it's like now me and this person might never get a chance to work, bro.
Which would be horrible.
Which would be stupid. And it's like, Travis, like, niggas want us to work, bro. And I want to work with you, bro. Fuck all the other shit. I want to work with you, my nigga. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put my ego aside and say, bro, I want to work with you, bro. Not because of anything else or anything that's going on, just because I always thought you was dope. I just didn't understand why you was coming at me like that.
Man, I like mature Tory, man. I do. This is awesome.
Okay, Joe Budden. Mature Tory. Well, I wanted to play that because this is where he admits that he has blackout rage. That is what it's called. He blacks out and can't stop himself, can't help himself, and he gets violent. I don't know why. Somehow the prosecution should have found a way just to hammer things home and to get this admission into court. In this interview clip with Tory Lanez speaking on the altercation that was leaked between him and Travis Scott also brings to mind this fateful day, July 11th, which spilled over into July 12th, 2020, when the shooting incident occurred between Tory and Megan Thee Stallion. It all started at Kylie Jenner's house. I've been talking about this also, and the whole astral world effect, energy harvesting, demon feasting, demon time, all of that stuff. When you think of the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the astral world effect, energy harvesting, demon feasting, demon time, all of that stuff. When you think of the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians, you don't necessarily think about, I would say, the Jenner, Kardashians I would say the more innocent side of life. Well, I don't know about you. And all of that to say, Kylie Jenner, she hasn't spoken on the matter. And here he is in this interview with Joe Budden saying how he wanted to make up with Travis. He wants to do a project with Travis. He wants to do music with Travis because Travis is on and he wants to be on too. Much more than he already is. I think his fans think he is on, but Tory Lanez is a lesser known component in this whole situation. But at the end of the day, Tory being invited to Kylie Jenner's house by Megan and then trying to stay behind, because apparently he admitted to having a crush on her, on Kylie, in his song that he dropped in his Daystar album, which he released a couple months after the incident. I was introduced to the Daystar album in the bathroom at court. Shout out to Jazz. But yeah, he says a lot of insightful, compelling things in the album. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but this article lays it all out. And I'm not going to get into that because that's not what this video is about. But I will sidestep into a new video about this because it's definitely worth sharing. There are, again, a lot of people out there who are swearing up and down that he is an innocent man. And God bless him. I don't agree. And yeah, we're just going to keep talking about it because I've experienced so much having been there at the trial. And the energy is still kind of heavy. I'm going to have to get it off of me in the way that I know best, which is to talk about it. So, but again, how will this affect Tory in prison? Maybe this is the humbling he needs so he can learn how not to react so easily to things, in these types of situations. His fans, yeah, they're already activating a free Tory campaign, child. Another reason I made this video. It may be true that Rock Nation or whoever plotted on Tory, like I had said earlier, because he wouldn't sign with them. Young, rich, black, and independent is known to be a death warrant in the music industry for specifically our rappers. Our rappers who are melanated, are black men. But at the end of the day, Tory shot Megan Pete. He caused great bodily harm. He also had an unregistered weapon in a vehicle, concealed. So, the charges that he's facing are things that he actually stepped into. He actually did that shit. I was in court. I saw it all laid out. And I will say that I actually became more neutral as court went on because, the case was a little convoluted with the police sloppy work and, witnesses afraid to speak on the stand. You're not sure why they're afraid. Who are they afraid of? Because there's three different parties that could be responsible for putting fear, or all three, maybe. But Tory is lucky he wasn't charged with attempted murder and that they didn't tack on assault charges for beating up on Kelsey. Tory has been a ticking time bomb for a very long time. He allowed his rage issues to get him strung up, and now he's facing up to 22 years in prison. Having observed Judge Hereford for 2 weeks, I personally don't believe he will sentence him harshly. He seemed to be a fair-minded man. Also, as a black man who saw the police botching and whatnot, I don't know. I will be at the sentencing on January 27th, 2023, right around the corner. I definitely want to close the loop on this trial story, which began for us here as well on July 12th, 2020, when it happened. I started talking about it right away. I've been following the story. There is more to discuss surrounding the trial, such as the division of new and old media, the preferential press treatment by the prosecutors, the YouTubers and other folks in the hallways, the bonds, the fuckery, the racial element of the hallway divide. I'll be getting into these things sometime soon, this week probably, on my member channel. Make sure that you are a member. Just click on that join button. It's $1.99 a month. Very much a steal. Okay. It's definitely giving. Okay. So don't sleep. This price is about to be yesterday's price. Unless you're grandfathered in. Okay. All right, y'all. That's all I got for now. Remember to protect your energy, protect your peace. Use your discernment. You know what I'm saying? Watch that alcohol, child. That's that liquor. That liquor, that's the one that should be illegal. I'm just saying. But yeah, happy holidays. And yeah, I'll be back with more. Stay tuned. Peace.